let's just begin, I guess, with Wilson and Master Chef. So, this is kind of a partner-ish mechanic, partner adjacent, because they don't want to just add more and more partners that are non-restrictive, because then it'll just exponentially increase the power level of any partner colors and partner commanders. So, we have Wilson, Refined Grizzly, and you can see in this this art here, he's just the happiest little bear boy, pinky out, sipping his potion. So, I zoomed out too far. Okay. He is a 2-mana 2/2 bear warrior, legendary of course. This spell can't be countered, so immediately we can be assured that this will not be countered as we cast it, which is awesome. He's a 2-mana commander as well, which is beautiful. Vigilance, Reach, and Trample. I love that a bear has Reach. This bear can reach into the sky and block flyers. It is beautiful. But also Vigilance and Trample together. Mwah. And Ward 2. So if it's ever the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, it is countered unless they pay an extra 2 mana. So immediately he's got extra protection with counter, or with the uncounterable, with the ward. And he's also got excellent defensive capabilities between Vigilance and Reach, and aggressively he has the Vigilance and the Trample, so he can attack unmitigated and have the trample damage go over any, can't be chump blocked easily. And as starting as a 2/2 for 2 mana, that's an excellent rate. He's begging to be built upon, to be almost Voltroned, or just buffed in any way. If only green had ways to buff creatures. Oh, look there! He also has a thing that says choose background, which is new for this Baldur's Gate set. It says you can have a background as a second commander. So it's kind of like partner, kind of like Friends Forever. Master Chef. 2 and a green for a legendary enchantment subtype background. Commander creatures you own have this creature enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it, and other creatures you control enter the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on them. It does say other creatures, not other non-token creatures. All of our creatures, so long as we have this and our commander out, are going to enter with extra counters on them. Oh, there's so much you can do, even just in mono green, with +1/+1 counter synergy. We're going to get into it. I will say right off the bat, it does feel a little awkward to have a 2-mana commander with a 3-mana background enchantment. Just because the play pattern will generally be turn 1 something, turn 2 Wilson, turn 3 enchantment, and then he doesn't get a counter on him. So we might probably end up doing this turn 3 and then Wilson turn 4, turn 1 and 2 to set up and ramp. But yeah, so let's start building. Generally, the first thing I do when I start building a new deck is I do go to EDH Rec to get ideas and themes and stuff. Although to be fair, it is kind of limited to like general good things for a deck like that. So what I want to do with this Wilson and Master Chef is value, I think. I want to have sizable creatures already and make them extra bigger with counters on them, and I want to have abilities that want at least a counter on creatures. I want to be able to go wide with thick creatures, as opposed to having a ton of counters on one creature. At least that's my immediate idea. So looking around, wow. Finn has the most in mono green now? I was unaware. Okay, and I don't care about tribes for this. I could go very bear themed if I wanted to, but we ain't a Eula, so it's not going to be that great. But it's not like I'm trying to go top tier here. There's also Ruxa and Goreclaw, which are the bear commanders, but I mean, I'm not trying to be a bear. So what I'm looking for is +1/+1 counter synergies to be able to use as a basis for this. Ave once oozes, never mind. I did honestly think about making this be a legendary themed deck, because creature and this enchantment is also legendary, and green does like legends, as we can see by Reki. But then at that point I was kind of like, I might as well just play Reki if I want to do that. But Kodama, this new one from Kamigawa, gives your modified creatures trample and modifies equipments, ores you control, and counters. So with Master Chef out, we will always have counters on our creatures. So they're always going to be modified. And then giving them trample means this combat thing will happen. So I'm gonna highlight Kodama, I think. What else? Grun, but that's going big on one creature. Mobu's gonna be nice to have. Not too many more 1/1 counter stuff here. Ooh, Renata. Renata I want to at least basing this off of. And we'll look at Rishkar as well, because I think those are all cards that are probably going to go into the deck. But first off, God, all of the freaking ads on these web pages, it's slowing me down. But yeah, I think even if just as a card. So as soon as the web page loads, got 800 friggin' videos on this page. Open image, and I'll probably just set these aside somewhere as well. Did they retcon all hounds to be dogs? I think they did at some point. Image. Oh god, is that gonna do that each time I go to a new page? Like, maybe I need to update my PC. Let me correct that. I need to update my PC. But at the same time, like, do you need 5 ads in a video, EDH rec? Okay. So looking at Kodama. Now, this is a deck that is using modified creatures to get to landfall triggers, I would assume. So there's probably going to be some stuff we want to look into, some that are okay not to specify on. But with always having a solid creature and a thing that gives creatures +1/+1 counters in the command zone, that's what we want to focus on. We always have both of these available. I think this is mostly going to be a Master Chef deck, if I'm going to be honest. But having this cheap, solid creature in the command zone as well, in my mind, it's kind of the same thing I do with my Dragonlord Atarka deck. Is like the shell of it is dragons and big stuff and big damage, and I always have this gigantic monster in the command zone. That's kind of the idea I have here, except this is just value. Just exceedingly beautiful value. So, Roaring Earth, I probably don't want any. You know, I'm gonna start with the card that is most like this card. Let's take let's put these cards aside real quick. I'm gonna take the card or the commander that is most like what I'm trying to do here, that being Renata, and just look at her for a bit. Valley Breeders, I've already got Kodama on the list. Master's Rebuke. Okay, that's a good question. Since we're in mono green, some of our best removal for creatures is going to be fight effects. So I do want to have a hefty amount of creatures though as the base. Ooh, Orochi Merge Keeper is going to be pretty great as ramp. We're going to need a lot of effects that keep our creatures indestructible, hexproof, regenerate, just to have stuff that's going to stick around. Karn's Bastion is going to be pretty great. I'll have that in like a lands tab, I think. Yeah, so when I build my decks, generally I've got like 5 or 6 windows, over 100 tabs. This is gonna be rough, but I'm gonna get through it. Card draw is going to be another big question for this deck because it's mono green, so we do generally have solid card draw. A lot of the good green card draw cards are pretty expensive, but Armorcraft Judge, Inspiring Call, those are going to be key. So, especially since this already comes in with a counter on it. Oh, I'm not opening image in new tab. Oh, boy. Oh, God. Get out of here. I don't want to... Why do I have to have 800 ads? No! Window! Maybe I'll close down these here, other tabs. Whew. Yeah, the last time I did this, it was not quite this rough. Yeah, I do have a ton of tabs open. Oh boy. But thank you, OBS, for sticking around at least. So we're going to knock that off. Open image. Perfect. Not Rishka. Or Rishkar. Rishkar is his name. Okay. So we have Orochi, Merge Keeper, and Armorcraft Judge so far. Knock that down. Alright. Let's get Inspiring Call. 100%. Evolution Sage. Landfall for Proliferate. We're trying to hit lands anyway. I think that's probably going to go in. Fertilid. Beautiful. Just remove a counter to Rampant Growth. I love it. Unnatural Growth, I'm not particularly partial on. We'll see. I feel like that's kind of the, like, Alpha Strike card. Of course, since Wilson does also have Vigilance, and this is each combat, double the power and toughness, we'll think about it. Ivy Lane Denizen is 100% going in. Whenever another green creature enters, put a 1/1 counter on a target creature. Oh yeah. And with as many 2-mana or 1 or 2 mana ramp spells as green has available, we're probably pretty regularly going to be getting our 4 drops out on turn 3. Denizen, where do I have the rest of... Okay, that's them. That is just Rishkar. Why do I have it just a Rishkar? Why? What did I do? That should have been there. Okay. Alright, where's... Oh my god. I didn't even put all these together. Okay, hold on. Hold the phone. Yeah, y'all are gonna have to, Do I even... Okay, here's another question. Do I even want Mowu? Because it's just one creature, and it only doubles the counter put on it. Or, not even doubles, just increases. So I think I'm probably going to drop Mowu. I don't think that's enough of a buff. But Rima is an excellent effect. Or, oh my god. Rishkar Pima Renegade. Rishkar is a good enough effect. Renata is a great effect, especially to bounce off of. Kodama is exactly what we're looking for. I'm going to put you in the corner here since I got the lands in the other corner. I want to rely mostly on creatures. Champion of Lamholt. Beautiful. Get in here. Yorvo grows based on other creatures entering. So, Hardened Scales is 100% going in. Herd Bailiff. Whenever 1 or more 1/1 counters are put on Herd Bailiff. Ooh. Oh. Okay. So this will enter with a counter on it, and then because the counter is put on it, it'll create another 4/4, which will also enter with a counter on it. So that's going in. Pride Malkin. When it enters, put a counter on target creature you control. Andy's creature you control is a 1/1 counter on has trample. So I like the giving trample, but I feel like we have enough of that available probably in green, and putting a 1/1 counter on entry when in reality most of our other creatures are already going to have counters, especially Pride Malkin itself. So probably not that, but Incubation Druid. I love that. 2 mana for immediately it'll tap for 3. Well, it doesn't have haste, obviously, but We like our ramp spells. Ooh, okay. Next question is, how significant is our devotion to green gonna be? At least in my head, for the sake of like Karametra's Acolyte. It would be a pretty solid target. It'll be a 2/5 as well, if we've got our Master Chef out. Oh wait, no, hold on. Master Chef and Wilson, because Master Chef says commander creatures you own. So, oh, that's also a thing. You own. So if they take Wilson while we have Master Chef out, that'll affect their creatures. Okay, so we need to have Wilson and Master Chef out, but like I said, Wilson's pretty cheap, so I'm not too worried about that. Where we go? There we go. Reclamation Sage is going to be amazing. Solid removal. Beast Whisperer, 100%. This is going to be a very creature-heavy deck. Probably almost as creature-heavy as my mono black deck, which is like a couple of the lands are creatures. A bunch of most of the removal is creatures. A couple of the board wipes are creatures. Do we want to try and devote ourselves to... Oh, Ronus' Monument. So I will say, you see this price tag on Heroic Intervention. I'm not made of money. So this is going to be pretty much a budget deck. We'll say that. God, Circle of Dreams Druid, if only. Oran Reef Ooze. Oh, that's going in. Avatar the Resolute. Ooh. That's another solid one. Okay. Whenever a creature with power 4 or greater enters, draw a card. When it enters, if you control... Okay, so Garruk's Uprising, really solid. Really solid. I'm not fully sold on... on using Dorks as mana ramp yet, but we'll see. Did I already grab? I already grabbed Ronus' Money. Okay, beautiful. But since we are using creatures anyway, or like focusing on having a lot of creatures between Wilson and Chef, we probably will get there. Oran Refuse, slot that in immediately. Avatar the Resolute is a very cheap, probably will be huge creature. I do also think Predator Ooze is pretty funny. It's indestructible on its own. When it attacks, put a counter on it. When a creature dealt damage by this, or by Predator Ooze dies, put a counter on the Ooze. Honestly, Oozes are also something to kind of look at for this deck. Between Predator Ooze, Slurk, Acidic Slime. Slurk enters with 5 counters on it. It or another creature you control dies. Oh, I'm sorry. Whenever Slurk or another creature you control dies, if it had a +1/+1 counter on it, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control that has a +1/+1 counter on it. Oh, God. Slurk, please. So, this is what I'm talking about. Effects that want you to have a wide board with a counter on everything. That's what I'm especially looking for. Also, Acidic Slime is gorgeous. Slot that in. Anything that helps. So, yeah, I'm not worried about going huge. Or, like, super tall. I do like Tuskguard Captain. Oh, Gyre Sage. Ooh, that's nice. Devotion to Green. Devotion to Green is another question mark. Ooh, Arasta. Ooh, Arasta's going in. Getting a 6 or a 4/6 reach out that makes 2/3 reaches. Oh yeah. Especially when most removal is instant and sorceries. We'll pop Tuskguard Captain out. So these effects that give your countered or modified creatures trample is again probably gonna be like the Alpha Strike move, at least in my mind. Okay. So Woodfall Primus, I just saw this card. Persist. It used to be the interaction between +1/+1 counters and -1/-1 counters is the effects would cancel each other out, but they would both still exist. I'm pretty sure they retconned that at some point. Not retconned, but they changed that rule to be that they would erase each other. So if you had a 1/1 counter and a -1/-1 counter got put on that creature, they would both just vanish. So, Woodfall Primus, with the Master Chef Wilson out, when it enters the battlefield, destroy target non-creature permanent, persist. So when this creature dies, if it had no -1/-1 counters on it, return to the battlefield under its owner's control with the -1/-1 counter on it. When it enters again, it'll get a +1/+1 back on it, erase the -1/-1. We can keep recurring this thing. That's solid removal. We want solid creature-based removal in this deck. Also, Eternal Witness is just instant yum. Loyal Guardian. Five mana, 4/4 trample. Put an additional counter on each creature you control if you have your commander. I'm not sure. I feel like that's excessive, kind of in the same way, and like not enough, kind of in the same way that Moo is, but we'll see just how wide we get. I do like drawing cards though. So Deepwood Denizen, 2 and a green for a 3/2 Elf Warrior with Vigilance, 5 green and tap, draw a card, cost 1 less to activate for each 1/1 counter on creatures you control. This is what I'm talking about. Hell yeah. Augur of Autumn, just outside my range. Scurry Oak. Okay, so I know about this one. And I know that in white it has an infinite combo. I'm pretty sure. Whenever one or more 1/1 counters are put on Scurry Oak, you may create a 1/1 green squirrel creature token. It has evolved though, and I don't... I think Destiny Spinner's immediate slot in though, because we have a creature, an enchantment. Like the second ability, where a land becomes a creature until end of turn, it's but a 2/3 for 2 that makes your stuff uncounterable, that's just value. Nylaia's Primal Crux, Power Toughness, or Devotion to Green, Yeah, so this Renata deck has a lot of devotion stuff to it. Bellowing Tangleworm gives your stuff... I forgot about this card. Okay. So that's funny. That's really funny. Basically Intimidate... It says so on the card, but this creature can't be blocked except by artifact creatures and or creatures that share a color with it. So it's... This is one of those archaic keywords that Wizards doesn't really use on stuff anymore. But it's another evasion thing. So I'm gonna slot that in. How is Ulvenwald Oddity only 50 cents? 4 mana for what will essentially be a 5/5 trample haster that can later become a 9/9 that buffs the rest of our creatures with trample and haste. I will definitely think about you, but I'm not... I don't know. Regal Force is hilarious. When it enters, draw a card for each green creature you control. Elysian Caryatid, not terrible. Add 1 mana or add 2 if you have a big creature. Iridescent Horn Beetle. At the beginning of your end step, create a 1/1 green insect creature token for each +1/+1 counter you've put on creatures under your control this turn. Ooh. Ooh. That could be useful, because each of those insects are also going to get counters. We'll open that up. Alright. Oh god, why does Vorinclex have to be 45 bucks? And exist? The rest of these, I feel like we're gonna have enough artifact enchantment removal stuff that we don't need Brontodon. This is just in the Renata list because it has like 2 green on it. And it's 3, 4. Maybe we do. Oh yeah, I'll highlight that. Yeah, it is just a... At the end of the day, it can possibly be just a 4-mana naturalize at sorcery speed. I don't know. We'll see. Keeper of Fables is interesting. It's more card draw. Longshot Squad gives our modified creatures reach, which is interesting defensively. Our commander already has reach. I'm not too high on priority on Longshot Squad. Yeah. Okay. I guess this moves on to instants. I am in love with Return of the Wild Speaker. This card is amazing. It is beautiful. It is slotting in immediately. Then a counter on each creature control with a counter on it. Lifecrafter's Gift is Each claim is... Again, I think I want to go heavy creatures. Ooh, flash. We need flash. Okay. So now this is the point. I see all these fight effects and everything. That's nice. That's nice. But go to Gatherer. Okay. So we go to green and rules text flash. Okay. Now, generally, when I go through Gatherer, if I'm looking for stuff for a commander deck, I'll exclude the colors that aren't part of it, because this is going to include multicolored cards that have green in them. Okay. Oh, I should have said creature as well. Types. Creature. Okay. So this will show green creatures with flash. Ambush Viper. That's not terrible. Honestly, yeah. I'll keep that in mind. Which, it really only got printed in 2 sets? Oh my god. Okay. I'll put an image up. Yep. Cool. Ashcoat Bear. That's just a 2/2 flash bear. Not horrible. Oh, the Bestow. Right, that is flash. Let me zoom this page in for the folks at home who need glasses. So yeah, you see. Oh god. Zoom out a little bit. You see Bounding Krasis there is blue. We don't have blue, so we kind of just ignore that. The other way to do this would be to exclude white, blue, black, and red. But I haven't got that kind of time. Briarhorn enters. Target creature gets 3/3. Oh, it has Evoke. Oh, that's hilarious. That's really funny. That's really funny. Maybe not for this deck, though. Enters, target creature is 2/2. Collar of the Claw. When it enters, create a bear token for each non-token creature put into your grave. Oh, you play this after a board wipe. Oh. Huh. Interesting. When this dies, you may cast dinosaur spells as they flash. We're not dinosaur tribal. Cloud Thresher. 2 damage to each creature with flying and each player. Flash, reach. Funny. Endurance. Right. Ooh, I do want Graveyard Recursion. Flash and Devour. Don't need Devour. No. Guardian Augmenter. How expensive is Guardian Augmenter? Oh, God. I'm really bogging down the PC with these cards. Let's... I don't know if there's a better way for my PC to do this. I need an ad blocker. That's what I need. It's all these pop-ups while I'm streaming. We'll get there. But yeah, I do need some, maybe not graveyard reanimation, but like recursion, like shuffling stuff back into the library. Just for security against decks. Of course, there's a lot of exile too, so I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it. Guardian Augmenter. As soon as that comes up. Because, you know, you have to prioritize the ads. To be fair, that's how they get their revenue. Oh my god, it's only $2.50. How is this card only $2.50? Get in my deck, please. Thank you. I'll go back to here. Haze Frog. Oh, that's a 5-mana creature? Okay. Flash Fog Effect. But it's 5 mana. We would essentially get a 3/2. If we had Flicker somehow, we might do that. This is new to me. Hollow Hinge Overlord. It's a wolf. At the beginning of your upkeep for each creature you control, it's a wolf or werewolf. Oh! Huh. Nifty. If we had more wolves, we might bother with that. A bunch of blue stuff with flash. Green-blue has a lot of flash. Well, Night Pack Ambusher is hilarious, but not exactly what I'm looking for. 2 extra with flash. Enters, you may discard a land. If you do, make a wolf. Green or blue and white. Cast slivers as though they had flash. We don't have any slivers. Scrib Ranger. Right. We have no tap abilities that we really want to use. Echo. Skylasher. Okay. I have a Skylasher. I've had it for years. I pulled it from a Dragon Maze pack when that set came out. Haven't really found a place where it's good. Probably good in an insect deck. Insect Tribal. Slippery Bog Bonder is hilarious. When it enters the field, put a hexproof counter on target creature, then move any number of counters from among creatures you control onto that creature. Oh, hold on. You move all your stuff to one thing for the Alpha Strike, and it's got hexproof immediately? Maybe I shouldn't have removed that tab. Also, I just want to say, I love Slippery Boggle. It's just a hilarious card. It's a 1-mana hexproof creature. That's all it is. That's all it needs to be. This thing's $1.30. This thing is $1.30. Huh. Okay, we gotta slot through here. He's dealt damage, put a counter on it. That's kind of funny. Enters the field. Each other creature you control is a wolf or werewolf, yada yada. Dragon Claw, Sweet Gum Recluse, Flash Cascade, Reach. When it enters, put 3 counters on each of any number of target creatures at the end of the battlefield this turn. Okay, so it puts counters on the creatures you cascade in. It also puts the counters on itself because it's a creature that entered this turn. This is hilarious. This is really funny. Okay. I just had a brilliant idea. We have a bear that is a chef. Should we go with the flavor of sustenance and nourishment? Sweet Gum Recluse, look at all the honey sap stuff that it's providing. Maybe we go with a little sub theme here. Merfolk stuff, Tangle Spiders, Flesh and Reach, Vile Redeemer. You're old, kind of, but not like the actual old, but like the I haven't seen you in forever, old. And you guys the spell, you may pay colorless. If you do, create a 1/1 colorless Eldrazi Scion. Oh, that's cute. That's really cute. Exile card from that's been mana cost. Force Walk. Don't want it. Wildborn Preserver. Non-human enters. Oh, right. You. Okay. Counters on Wildborn Preserver, so it's only on itself. Goes tall. Yeva, Nature's Herald. She's the one I wanted to see. She herself has flash. She gives your green creature spells flash. It's a green Vidalcan Orrery that isn't $40, as far as I know. Yeva, Nature's Herald. Just checking. Okay, $280. That's affordable. That's affordable. Oh, God. Oh, these new green things. Oh, yeah. Collector oof. Maybe we should also go with a kind of almost green hate bearsy stuff. Because we could do that. Our master chef will be buffing our little creatures. That's an interesting thought. That's a really interesting thought. But we do need to focus. Oh, Wrap and Vigor. Regenerate each creature you control. Doesn't get around to exile, but still. Okay. Oh, my big bear friend. Cooks a wonderful meal. Okay. I want my instant and sorceries to be stuff that'll either draw me more things, or generally draw me more things, or save my things. So I like Wrap and Vigor. I like that a lot. And it's also kind of in the theme of nurture or nourishment and sustenance. Inscription of Abundance is another removal. You also gain life and more counters, but I'm not in love with it. Ooh. Oh, Titanic Brawl. That could be useful. Solidarity of Heroes. Oh, because we're going wide, so its Strive is just going to be super pricey. Court of Calling could be good. Oh, it's $7. I'm going to mark Titanic Brawl. Hero, Veil of Summer, we don't need. Also, Vastal Fortification and Colony Ambush, kind of just going in. We're in mono green, so these MDFCs are pretty much just auto-includes. Ooh, Blessed Respite. I love that. Shuffle your yard into your library. Prevent all combat damage will be dealt this turn. Beautiful. Also, it can, 1, ruin a self-mill player's day, or 2, save your ass. I love it. Okay. For some $40 card out of here. Harmonize. I like you a lot. We'll see if we even need you, though. Smell Fear is hilarious. Maybe we do use creatures as our ramp and everything. Oh, Balagad Sanctuary, of course, it's $450. Yeah, the 3 visits and cards like that are easy includes for Which card's expertise? That could be funny. Easy includes for people who can afford that, but Vastwood Surge. I think I'm gonna slot that in. It's like a explosive vegetation plus regrowth. Target card from your graveyard hand. That's not terrible, but I mean, Biogenic Upgrade. That's really expensive for what it does. Howl the Night Pack. Get a bunch of 3/3s. Well, I mean, it depends on how many forests we got, right? Turn for the Hordes. I love it, but it's $20. I think Overrun. Overrun's a fine slot in just for like you know what? Game's over. By Azuri's Predation. That is a beautiful card. I love it to death. I love it to death. Going in. I do like cycling. I do like cards that cycle themselves when you don't need them. But what is... Broken Bond. Oh, a little bit of extra ramp. My thought is like, am I gonna have the card draw enough to be able to have lands in hand for that? Of course, it is great turn 2 play, because people turn 1 and 2 are generally going to be getting all their mana rocks out. Maybe I slot that in. It is just a quarter. Hunter's Edge. Oh, it's alright. I do not have 70 bucks to drop on that. Livecrafter's Bestiary, however, get in my deck. Swiftfoot Boots. I love a bear with haste. Contagion Clasp. Maybe. Okay, so Sword of Hours. Is that what it is? This, in the top right here. Equipped creature attacks, put a counter on it. Sword of Hours, yeah. When it deals combat damage, roll a d12. If the result is greater than the damage dealt, or the result is 12, double the number of 1/1 counters on that creature. I mean, it's funny. I could put a clock sword on my bear chef. Oh my god, I love that that sentence is a thing I just said. Okay. That's funny, but I don't know. When it attacks, put a counter on it. When it deals combat damage, roll a d12. Okay. If the result, so if what the number comes up is greater than the damage dealt, so it says deals combat damage. So that's to anything. Basically, if you roll higher than the damage dealt, or the result is 12, you double the counters on the thing. So the smaller creature, you're going to have more likelihood to double the counters, but if it's small, you don't have that many counters on it. I think it's kind of it gets you to a plateau. Whisper Silk Cloak is pretty good too. Unblockable and Shroud. Or we'll just slot in freaking Rogue's Passage and we'll be fine. Expensive. What does Vivian's Arcbow do? X, tap, discard a card. Look at the top X cards of your library. You may put a creature card with converted mana cost X or less from among them onto the battlefield. That's funny. I don't mean to discard much though. Animation module. 1 mana. Whenever 1 or more 1/1 counters are placed on a permanent you control, you may pay 1. If you do, create a servo artifact creature token. Okay. Hold on a second. Animation module. When you put a counter on a creature, or when you put a counter on a permanent you control, you can pay 1 to create a 1/1 servo. Other creatures you control enter the battlefield with an additional counter on them. So long as we have mana, we can just poop out servos. We're taking this module. We're taking this animation module. Also Ramp Colonia because I want that, and it's the last of that cycle that I need. Commander's Plate would be an immediate slot in if I had a spare 20 bucks. Kenrith's Transformation. I like getting rid of commanders without getting rid of them. Colossal Majesty, at the beginning of your upkeep, if you control a creature with power 4 greater, draw a card. Hydra's Growth is an interesting question. I think I want to buff my creatures with stuff that isn't removable, right? Just have innate value on them. A lot of these are going to be also just enchanting the lands. Rancor's pretty great. Ooh, Song of Frailes. That's not terrible. Gain vigilance, trample, and indestructible. So this basically is prophesizing an alpha strike that also doesn't leave you vulnerable. Ooh, Song of Frailes. Oh, I like you a lot. Yeah, because, okay. So you slap this down, you got a few creatures down already. Say you got some creatures in hand. This makes your creatures tap for mana, which means you can slap down more creatures. The next turn, assuming you have more creatures in hand, you have even more creatures on the board already than the last turn when you had enhanced mana, so you slap more creatures down. The following turn, all of those creatures get Vigilance, Trample, and Indestructible, and an extra counter on them. I'm gonna try and slot in Frailes, or Song of Frailes. A lot of the rest of these I'm not super excited by. Dormant Grove, if it wasn't so slow, but it does give all of my creatures Vigilance, but my commander already has Vigilance. So, Doubling Season, that's another one of those cards where, like, if you got the money, of course you slot that in. Asceticism, if you got the money, of course you slot that in. Ranger class, final level lets us cast creatures from the top of our library. It's like Augur of Autumn, but ooh, do we want Augur of Autumn? We might. I think I definitely want. Well, do I want Retreat to Kazandu even? I'm gonna pick up this Ranger class. I'm gonna see how that looks. I'm just trying to get a spread of cards that I probably want. We're not making an Enchantress. Like I said, I'm looking at the Renata list right now for Renata stuff. Ooh, Zhang Yang, I want you, please. Makes all my creatures with counters on them mana dorks and can put counters on things. Garrick Primal Hunter. I mean, not terrible. The +1 to essentially make a 4/4. This who shakes the world. I'm not super enthused by. I don't need a huge amount of forest ramp. If you're an Arcbow Ranger, counters among two creatures can trample until end of turn. Creature control does damage due to its power. You may choose a creature you own from outside the game. Oh, okay, that doesn't do anything in Commander. The -5. Because I mean, I'm pretty sure they ruled that sideboards essentially don't exist in Commander. Unless you have, of course, Rule 0, unless your group allows you to have a little wish board. Vivian Monsters Advocate would be amazing. But I don't want to drop $10 on a Planeswalker. I think my limit is generally about $5 for a Planeswalker. Oh, Vivian Champion of the Wilds, though. Ooh. Cast creature spells with the Flash. Gains Vigilance and Reach, although our commander already has both of those. Look at the top 3 of your library. Exile one face down and put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. For as long as it remains exiled, you may look at that card and cast it if it's a creature card. That's not horrible. It saves it for later. I really like that, actually. I really like that. Highlight it. This Voice of Zendikar. Ooh. Makes +1 just makes a 0/1. -2. Even when this card was first released, I really liked it. Look at the top 4 of your library. You may reveal a creature or land card from among them. Put it. Oh god, did not mean to do that. Zoom out again. Top 4 of your library, you may reveal a creature or land card from among them, put it into your hand. The rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Okay. Is a Return to Earth. Is the -3. -8 is an emblem. Ooh. You're never going to get there. You got it. When I look at Planeswalkers for Commander, I always assume I'm probably never going to reach the ultimate, so I don't even consider it. There are some where, like, if that's the purpose of the deck, where obviously you're going to consider it, but, like, starts at 5, And you've got to go through 4 rounds of 3 other players at the table until you can get there. Unless you can guarantee that you've got enough prison effects or damage prevention stuff, then probably not going to get there. I like Nissa, but I'll mark her. You know what? Screw it. Or Reef the Vastwood. Enters tapped. Tap green. It's cheap enough. I'll put that in the list. Rogue's Passage, obviously, in the list. Castle Garenbrig. Nykthos. Mosswort Bridge. Total Power Integrator. I'll put that on the list. Reliquary Tower. I'm not looking to draw that many cards. Tranquil Thicket. I love all of the cycle lands. Every cycle land, I love them. Too pricey. Gingerbread Cabin. Come to Papa. Llanowar Reborn. Come to Papa. Temple of the False God. Come to Papa. Field of Ruin. Come to Papa. Desert of the Indomitable. Oh, yeah. Slippery Karst. Get in here. Purple Thicket. May look at the top 5. If you do reveal up to 1 basic card from among them on top of your library and RS. Ooh, I don't want that. I don't want that. Tyrite Sanctum. This is like, I would want this in a deck where I can recur lands and I have a bunch of gods or something that makes all my creatures gods. Like Changeling or something. I do want Memorial to Unity though. I looked at this earlier. Now since we're in mono green, our mana rocks don't need to be every color. And they can more easily be colorless mana. So Soul Ring is going to be an instant slot. Moss Diamond, that can go in and I'll feel pretty safe about it. Heraldic Banner, also since we've got all green creatures. Yeah, computer's chugging along. I am sorry, Tower. Get in there. Get in there. Alright. Myriad Landscape, going in. Blighted Woodland, going in. Opal Palace, going in. Evolving Wilds, useless. Useless, I say. Okay, that's me going through the Renata... Wait. Going through the Renata list. Rishkar. I do want to look through this, though. So let's take a minute and separate these out. So I've got... This list was a land... Oh, boy. Well, that's why this is... Part of why this is all bogging down so much. The lands are going to go here. I don't know what I'll consider you, though. Yeva... Oh, right. I know what that is. Okay. Ranger class. Creature encounters. I'll put you under card draw, actually. This will be the card draw slot. And then we'll have this be the counters slot, and then this can be the ramp slot. Which you can go under ramp for now. Card draw. We'll put you under card draw. Counters. Pop the land up real quick. There you are. Land. Ooh, hold on. Land. God, I love the cycle lands so much. So when you draw them late in the game, they don't need to be nothing. Where'd you go? Grimmer Temple. Field of Ruin. Desert of the Indomitable. My mono black deck has a desert sub-theme. I love it. Okay. So now, bring back up counters. Okay. Ramp. More lands, damn it. At some point, I'll look through and count all my stuff. Oh, God. Oh, animation module is perfect. Okay. Hold on. There we go. That's just supreme synergy. Ring of Colonia. Now that I look at it, it's... Okay, so the stuff that says at the beginning of your upkeep, in Commander, that doesn't happen that often. Most games will go 10 to 15 rounds, maybe. So you gotta have this out and get it not removed. And have it be effective for... No, I don't like it that much. Canon's Transformation. This is removal. Do we have a removal slot yet? Ooh, let's put... Hold on. We'll do like this. Removal will be up there. Protection. What am I putting protection under? Protection will be its own thing as well. We'll have that under card draw, I guess. Removal. I need... This will go under lands. I need creature-based effects. ETBs and stuff, beautiful. Exactly what I need. I need creature-based effects. This is more protection. That there. Card draw. Boom. Ramp. Boom. Oh, it's a game ender right here. I'll just put that under... No, that's a land. That's land slot. Put that here. Protection again. Beautiful. Beautiful. Card draw. This is 100% card draw. I don't care what anybody says. Return to the Wild Speaker. Card draw. Where did I put my card draw spells? Oh, that's not protection. Okay. Oh no. I need a bigger screen. There we go. Protection. Card draw. Put you under card draw. Why did I skip so many? Removal. Get in here. Removal. Absolutely. Card draw. 100%. Why did I skip so many? Protection. Protection. Ooh. Tangleworm. Ooh, we'll put that in this slot for now. Create stuff. This is removal. It's absolutely removal. I think I'm gonna put Eternal Witness under card draw. Believe it or not. As many things as are going to be in the bin. Counters. Counters. Removal. Making creatures. Ramp. Oh, not what I wanted. Come back, yeah. There we go. Put you under ramp. More counter creature shenanigans. Removal. Card draw for days. Put you under ramp. Ronis's Monument. Mwah. Card draw. Okay, so generally I try and stick with about 10 per section between ramp, card draw, removal, and then between like 3 to 5 for protection, between like 3 to 5 for board wipes, depending on the deck. Oh, so many solid counter synergies. More ramp. And I want to err more towards creatures in this deck. Oh, that's card draw. I want to have a bunch of creatures. So let me actually... Go to X. Gain Hex with Lantern. Ooh. Silk Guard's not bad. That's another thing. Let me look up stuff for sets. New Companion Commander. Let me see green stuff. There's gonna be a lot of multicolored things. Oh my god, so many multicolored things I don't care about. Okay, Family's Favorite. Whenever you attack, put a shield counter on target attacking creature. Until end of turn, it gains whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player. Remove a shield counter from it if you do draw a card. Oh. Oh. That's not horrible. That saves it in combat, and if it gets through, it draws you a card. Well, Trample doesn't necessarily work with this. I'm less on it now. Hey! Who's a fellow? Narumi Hero. Hey, thank you so much for the follow, my friend. Thank you for hanging out. Oh, man. Welcome in, welcome in. Got hacked to my new account. Oh, Nero. Okay, Nero, my hero. Gotcha. Okay, okay. I'm sorry to hear you got hacked. That is rough. I'm sorry about that. Also, I love that I read it Narumi Hero. Oh boy. Anyway, yep. Back to this. But yeah. Welcome in, my friend. Sorry to hear you got hacked. That's rough. I'm sorry. But we are building up, as you can see in the other side, over there, we're building a bear chef, and I'm having fun with this. This is awesome. Ooh, green card with Dethrone. Green and 2, human soldier. Whenever it attacks, player rolls life. Counter on it. Park Heights Maverick can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. Okay. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player or dies, proliferate. Oh boy. I'm gonna keep an eye on that. Boxing Ring. 2 mana artifact. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, it fights up to one target creature you don't control with the same mana value. Create a treasure token. Activate only if you control a creature that fought this turn. With the same mana value. Okay, okay. Up to 1? Okay, so you can decide. Ooh. I really like that, actually. That's really cool. If we're going to be very creature heavy. Chaldea Guardian, 3 and a green, 4/3 with Blitz for 3. When it or another creature you control with mana value 4 or greater dies, create 2/1/1 green and white sins. Okay. Whenever you discard a card, we're not discarding. But put a card exile. It's a land card. Trader token. Oh. Oh, that's actually kind of funny now that I read it. First Responder. 3 and a green for 3/3 Ogre Citizen with Vigilance. At the beginning of your end step, you may return another creature you control to its owner's hand and put a number of 1/1 counters equal to that creature's power on First Responder. That's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. But the thing is, like, that's a card that wants to have a lot of counters on it, and then for you to do something with all of those counters. I don't have anything to do with all the counters, I just want to activate the counter triggers. Killer Service. When it enters the battlefield, create a number of food tokens equal to the number of opponents you have. At the beginning of your end step, you may pay 2 and sacrifice a token. If you do, make a rhino. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. I completely forgot about food. I forgot about food. And the nourishment sub-theme. Oh my god. Crash the party. 6 for an instant. Create a tapped 4/4 rhino token for each tapped creature you control. We got Vigilance, though. Like, Next of kin, enchant creature aura. When enchanted creature dies, you may put a creature card you own with lesser mana value from your hand or from the command zone onto the battlefield. Oh! If you do, return next of kin to the battlefield attached to the... Oh! Okay, that's kind of funny. That's really kind of funny. Because with our commander being 2 mana value, we could just get it back without. Oh my god! I'll keep it in mind. Vivian Stampede. 4 and 2 green sorcery. Each creature control gains vigilance, trample, and melee until end of turn. I forgot about melee. Whenever a creature with melee attacks, gets 1/1 until end of turn for each opponent you attack this combat. Oh, beautiful. At the beginning of the next main phase, this turn, draw a card for each player who had dealt combat damage this turn. Okay. Okay. That's kind of funny. I don't think it does enough, but it's kind of funny. Bribe Taker. When it enters the battlefield for each kind of counter on permanents you control, you may put your choice of a 1/1 counter or a counter of that kind on Bribe Taker. That's another go big, but I mean... Weathered Sentinels. 3 Defender Reach Trample for 2/5. Can attack... Wait, is my... Okay, my mic's still going. For some reason, it was blinking, I thought. Anyway. Can attack players who attacked you during their last turn as though it didn't have Defender. When it attacks, it's 3/3 and indestructible until the end of turn. That is hilarious. But I don't know if I want it. It's a very political card. I don't know if I'm playing politics with my food deck. Which, oh my god, I need to look up food! Okay. Advanced search. Zoom out. Okay. Okay, in this case, let's do not stuff now. Not white, not blue, not black, not red. Food. Do that. I'm gonna keep going here. Gavel of the Righteous. 2, equip Pantheon or remove a counter from it. Beginning of combat on your turn, put a charge counter on Gavel. Okay. Equipped creature gets 1/1 for each counter on Gavel. Okay, as long as it has 4 or more. Equipped creatures double strike. Ooh. Okay, so this wants to be in a proliferate deck. Or charge counter deck. Because, again, this is the beginning of your upkeep. Or beginning of combat. It's once a turn. That's rough. I always found that to be really rough. Smuggler's Buggy. Hideaway 4. Just coming into a player, you may cast the exile. Ooh. If you do return Smuggler's Buggy to its owner's hand. That's funny. Not for this deck, though. We're not worried about that. 2 and a green for star 5 with trample. Equal to the highest mana value among creatures you control. You can scavenge this? Oh. That's really funny. Oh, and it's on Cinder Blocks. Exile this card from your graveyard, put a number 1/1 counter equal to its power on target creature. Wow. I love that they put scavenge on a car, on a freaking vehicle. False Floor. 4, enters tapped. Creatures enter tapped. 2 tap, exile it. Exile all untapped creatures as a sorcery. That's funny. That really encourages people to attack. But it's also anti-vigilance, which I don't like. I love vigilance a lot. Threefold Signal. Enter scry 3. Each spell you cast that's exactly 3 colors is replicate 3. Not in our deck. That is useless for us. And then reprints. Okay. Sets. You know what? We might as well look here as well. Actually, no. I'm sorry. I was at food. I was on food. Can I manufacture? Curious Pair. Fey Offering. If each ends up, you cast both a creature and non-creature. Create a clue, food, and treasure. We've got a lot of creatures. Fat ass. Okay. Gum isn't food. Okay. Forgot about Unset. Feasting Troll King. Enters. If you cast it from your hand, create 3 food tokens. Sack 3. Return it from your graveyard to the battlefield. Pleasant Giant Opportunity. You may sack 2 foods. If you do, create a 7/7 giant. Otherwise, make 3 foods. Gilded Goose. How much is Gilded Goose these days? How much is Gilded Goose going for? Gilded Goose. $4? Not me, fam. Not me in this house. Enters, does not care about drafting. Killer Service, we're good. Orchard Strider, create 2, basic land cycling. Otherworld Cookbook, that's right, this exists. Create your card from your heritage. I mean, we're not discarding anything. Tireless Provisioner. I mean, we're green, so we've got land stuff. You know what? I'll do that. I'll mark the Tireless Provisioner. Trail of Crumbs. When it enters, create a food. When you sack a food, you may pay 1. If you do, look at the top 2 cards of your library. Maybe reveal a permanent card from among them, put it into your hand. Wicked Wolf, Witch's Oven, Wolf's Quarry. There is not that much food in mono green. At least not that much good food. Which is unfortunate. Is there any good mono green stuff here? A lot of commanders. This is the Baldur's Gate set. Bigger Bear. Tokens you control. Tap for a green. Dragon stuff. Okay. Monster Manual. 3 and a green for an artifact. 2 tap. You may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. Oh my god. Zoological Study. Mill 5, then return a creature milled this way to your hand. Oh god. Beholder and the Tarask. Beautiful. That is insane. That is insane. You just slap it down. Huh. Here's Respite. 4 and a green. Instant. Search for X, or X number of creatures attacking you. Cards onto the battlefield tapped. Oh. That's funny. That's really funny. Gate. Okay. Dread Lenorm. That is terrifying. That art is terrifying. 2 auto encounters on target creature and untapped against hexproof. Can't be blocked by creatures with power 3 or less. Oh, that's funny. But Jaheira's Respite. I mean, you gotta hold 5 mana up. I don't know. I'll think about it. Nautiloid Ship. 4 for 5/5. Flying vehicle. So it doesn't get the counter. Vehicles don't enter as creatures. When it enters, exile target player's graveyard. Choose combat damage to a player. You may put a creature card exiled onto the battlefield under your control. That's hilarious. That is absolutely hilarious. Liquid Hermit. We're not killing our creatures a lot. Intentionally a lot. Raised by Giants. 6 mana. Base power 10/10. Power and toughness 10/10. I mean, that's an option for our bear boy, but I think it's funnier if he's a master chef. Dragon stuff. Oh, Dethrone. Aaron's Gloomstalker. Death Touch. Attacks. Turn a land for graveyard to the battlefield. Ah! You look upon the Tarask. Oh, I remember when this card got spoiled. Run and Hide. Prevent all combat damage. It's another 5 mana fog effect. The fog is 1! Target creature is 5/5 indestructible on a turn. All creatures your opponents control able to block that creature this turn do so. Okay, that's also really funny. Big bear. Maybe. Noble's Purse. Enemy's field tapped with 3 coin counters. Remove. Make a treasure. Take the initiative. Take the initiative is a new venture into the dungeon thing. It's kind of a mix of venture into the dungeon and Monarch, because whenever the initiative enters the game, you venture into a specific dungeon. I forget the name of it. It's like the Undercity or something. And so then in the future, whenever you take the initiative, you continue venturing. Then when somebody hits the person who has initiative, they take the initiative. So it's kind of complicated, and I'll need to really play with it a little bit in order to figure it out. But it's reprints. Okay. Okay. We're doing pretty good. Future New Compena. Look at all sets. I want to see the Neon Dynasty Commander cards. Oh my god, Kosei. I fucking love that card. But I haven't built it. Myojin of Towering Might. 5/3 green. Enters an indestructible counter on it if you cast it from your hand. Remove the counter. Distribute 8 1/1 counters among any number of target creatures that gain tramples onto. That's funny. Shintai is Penta. Rampant Rejuvenator. Green and 3. Enters with 2 1/1 counters on it. When it dies, search your library for up to X basic land cards. Where X is the power. Oh, okay. Alright. That's funny. That does remind me of another thing to search for. That's all stuff I was grabbing. Okay. But modify. I want to find modify stuff. So go back. Oh my god, please load. So we can mark off food. Put instead modif. No, not Y, because modified. It's always used as an adjective. As opposed to a verb. Okay. Westry. That one's already in our list. One with the Kodama. One with the Kami. Oh my god. 4 mana aura, flash, enchant creature control. Whenever enchanted creature or another modified creature you control dies, create. Ooh. Oh. Oh. That, yeah. Yeah, that should probably go in. Now let's keep going here. Sorry, Remnant of the Rising. I forgot about you. Oh, Tawashi Guidebot as well. Yeah, I think we get the Tawashi Guidebot. Because so it enters and puts a counter on a thing, sure. 4 tap, draw a card. Expensive, but alright. Ability costs 1 less to activate for each modified creature you control. Eventually, if you got 4 modified creatures, but it itself can count as 1. You just eventually just tap and draw a card. Might be a little simplified, but I love it. Walking Skyscraper. Good. Oh god, can we give it Vigilance? Maybe we... Do we put the Walking Skyscraper in? Because it costs 8 mana for an 8/8 trample that has hexproof as long as it's untapped. But it costs 1 less for each modified creature you control. And with Wilson and Master Chef, we're going to have some modified creatures frequently. I'm going to consider it because it's funny. Hello, Millen. Hey, Edpo. How's it going, my friend? Welcome into the stream. We are still building this deck here. Pretty much just the plan for the day. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm kind of less up on that. But these look funny. Like how Dethrone came back. Yeah, I am building Wilson and Master Chef as an EDH deck because Baldur's Gate just got fully revealed today. So that's my plan. Tanuki Transplanter. What do you do? Green and 3. Equipment dog. Oh my god, I can't speak. Whenever it or equipped creature attacks, add green equal to its power. Oh. Oh. That's really funny. It's also a creature itself. I don't know what I would spend it on. I don't have a ton of mana outlets, I'm discovering. Concord with Kami. 3 and green. At the beginning of your end step, choose 1 or more. Counter on target creature with a counter on it. Draw a card if you control an enchanted creature. Create a 1/1 colorless spirit token if you control an equipped creature. That's funny. I don't think I need it. Because I can't really fulfill any of those. Well, I can fill 1 or 2 pretty easily. 4 and a green. Enters with the battlefield with a 1/1 counter on it for each 1/1 counter among other creatures you control. Oh, 5 mana for a thing that doubles itself. That's a bit much. And we're already adding counters. Magic, I don't know anything about it. Looks confusing and complex. It's... Yes. I can't simplify it. I'm in possibly the most complicated, yet at the same time the most casual format to build for. This is Commander, where you have generally one legendary creature that kind of guides the rest of your deck, but sometimes you can have 2, like, so which is the reason I have 2 at the moment. But I also haven't built a new deck in a long time, so this is nice for me. But yeah, it's kind of it's hard for me to explain. You have a deck of 100 cards, and you can't have more than 1 copy of a card in the deck. As a casual pro player, yeah, it's Commander by its origin was meant to be a casual social format, because it's in a game like Magic, where originally it's one player versus another player with their deck of 60 cards. Commander is one player against one player against one player against one player. It's a 4-player multi format with 100 cards, and you can't have more than 1 copy of each card except for basic lands. So it adds a ton of variety and a much more social aspect to the game. Well, since it's gotten so much popularity over the past several years, or past few years at least, since it's gotten so much popularity recently, it's been officially provided for a lot more by the makers of Magic the Gathering, and so there started to become more like actual competitive groups that play with highly optimized decks. And so you can play this very competitively, very top tier. But for me, generally, that's less exciting because a lot of the time it removes the variance, which is part of why I love Commander so much. But also, it's very expensive. I'm a poor boy. I'm a very poor boy. And I don't have a ton of money. And so I'm very happy that most of the cards for this deck are fairly cheap. With some new cards, it's going to be a ton of cards if it continues to receive more and more. Oh yeah, there's like, so each set that comes out generally has between like 200 to 400 brand new cards. There's about 28,000 cards now in Magic. At least. Is a lot. But it's knowing what you're building with pretty much helps a lot to reduce the cards that, yeah, holy moly, yeah, yeah. It very much reduces what you're going to be dealing with. And I've got a lot of cards I still need to pick through. Holy crap. Maybe I should just start cutting things. Yeah. Oh, I'm going brain blank now. Oh man. So let's move these cards that I now have. Let's move this to synergy stuff. You can go to removal. Where did I put removal? I put removal up here. Food tokens. Sacrifice a token. Yeah, I'll put that there. Walking skyscraper. Put that there. Card draw. Put you there. Creatures. Put you there. I don't know if this is even gonna. We'll put this under. Well. Put you under food or treasure, huh? Ramp, probably. Counter stuff. just under creature things, and you're gonna go into removal. So, now I want to go and move each of these down to like roughly 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, hold up. This needs to go at the front. I need board wipes. That's what I need. Okay. Where did that other... There it is. Alright. I need... Must be impossible to find players with exactly the same deck. Even if the type of deck is the same, the cards and strategy will be different for each other. Yeah, absolutely. Plus, at this point, there are hundreds, if not like at least 1,000 different commanders or combinations to put together for a deck. Love this variety and complexity. Oh, it's beautiful. It's, like I said, it's one of my favorite things. Like, EDH Rec. So this is kind of a community compendium of decks and what people put into those decks. The top. So we'll look at the top commanders real quick. But there's a lot of commanders. There's a lot of variety, and there's a lot of good commanders. There's a lot of objectively bad commanders. Yeah, for the past 2 years, these are some of the most popular commanders that have come out. There's a lot of complexity. But once you eventually do learn the game, it's really cool. But yeah, no, it's you're right. It's very difficult to find people with the exact same deck, because a lot of times people's tastes are different, and you can build a commander for different like difficulties and everything. I say difficulties, but like power levels is what I mean. What am I looking at? Let's look at cards. Green. Top creatures. I want removal. And I know there's a green creature that does removal. Like board wipe removal. Well, Tireless Tracker wouldn't be a terrible one to put in here, too. We'll see, we'll see. Terastodon. Ooh, there we go. That's a good one. That's a good, real good one. Akadama's real popular. Oh, this is the partner command. Okay. Alright. Bane of Progress. That's what I was thinking of. Oh, yeah. Give me that Bane. I think I do want to put in these creature-based mana ramp as well. Wait. Yep. Are these just top cards in general? Oh yeah, these are just the top cards, huh? Okay. Well, let's look at sorceries too. A lot of these are just going to be ramp, which is fine. Or, yeah, ramp and card draw, probably. I don't think any of them are really what I'm looking for. Azorius Predation. Cards look amazing. The art and everything else. Oh, God. It's one of the first things to do if you're trying to get someone into Magic is just show them the art. It's all of it's so... Mwah. It's just beautiful. Oh, Pest Infestation. I have one, but I'm already using it for stuff. Nylea's Intervention. Not terrible. Nail, Seasons Past. North Hour Promise. Yeah, it's hard to find decent board wipe spells in green. Happy to the clans. Ooh. Hates controller grid. Ooh. Not a fan of that. I'm not trying to be super... What's the word? Group hug here. Summons. I'm not doing a tribal deck. I think I probably should highlight more mana dorks. Just a few. Of course, end of the battlefield effects are also pretty good for me because I'm having stuff that's going to enter the battlefield anyway. So let's move. Where'd you go? Oh, it's loading. There we go. Okay. Wait, that was the wrong one to move. There we go. Jesus. Okay. Put you into ramp. Right. You go into ramp. You go into ramp. You go there. You go into removal. You go into removal. Okay. Okay, how many... Doesn't even tell me how many tabs. Let's look at card draw. How many do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's remove the non-creature / +1/+1 counter ones. I really like Blackpepper's Bestiary though. Harmonize is really good. So these are both worth it, so I think. Now we're gonna keep you as well. Where's car? So this is ramp now. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna take out Song of Freyalise. 4, 5, 6. Yeah. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Probably don't need 3 of these. But I can... Where'd you go? Which one's the most expensive? Elvish Mystic? We can drop you. Because I want the ones that'll tap for a bunch of mana. Gyro Sage, yep. Fertilid will get me lands. Cosmic Banner actually also buffs my creatures. Basswood Surge. I'm kind of less on that one now, actually. Sunring, Jengengu, Kodama, Pushkar. Yeah. Let's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm at 14. I can probably go less. I can probably drop these down. I can move you to... I mean, you know, you make treasures on landfall, like... Not gonna move you away from mana ramp. Ross's Monument is so good, though. Ooh, so we got... This is board wide. This is kind of board wide. That's board wide. So I'll count those. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow. Of course, this one is recurring. God, it's got to be so great with Death Touch, though. Well, it is. It's forced to be the same mana value. So okay, that's fine. think I'm happy dropping Thrashing Brontodon. Actually, you know what? No. I want to drop Broken Bond. Yeah, that's fine. First I was like, whoa, is Baldur's Gate gonna be an MTG? No. No, I'm just, I'm a little off-brand today. Also, hi, Ride Dusty. Welcome in, my friend. But no, they're not doing the, what was it? Modern Horizons thing. Damn, got my hopes up. Yeah, sorry about that. We were doing a Commander stream, kind of. Deck building for Commander, which I've done this once before for Bruce Tarl and Tana as partners. But this is we are doing this for, as you can see, Bear Chef. Chef Bear. Or the Chef Bear, Bear Chef. Whatever the case, we're having fun. Protection. How many protections do I need? I love the ones that are just creatures. I can get Swiftfoot Boots out of here. Blessed Respite, kind of necessary. Rapid Vigor, that's really important. For destruction stuff. I'm going to leave that here. What else are we looking at? I got a lot of stuff I'm looking through. That's lands. Yep, okay. Looking at Renata, that's going in the deck. Nissa. The +1 does make essentially 1/2s once we get her out. -7? We can drop Nissa. Animation module is 100% staying in. Overrun, I like that as a game ender. Building Tangleworm is great as, again, game ender. How Magic works, like in Magic Universe, is just a card game like Gwent in the Witcher Universe, something like Yu-Gi-Oh! With people actually summoning things. So, lore-wise, this is how the game works. You are what is called a Planeswalker, which is a magical being that can travel through the planes of the multiverse that Magic the Gathering encompasses. Each card is from a different plane within the multiverse. Like, this one here is taking place in Ravnica. This one here is in Amonkhet. This one here is in Zendikar. So, as a Planeswalker, you're going place to place and learning different spells, seeing these different creatures that you can summon, and from memory, you're pulling mana from the lands of places you've been to cast these spells. And so that's essentially how Magic works in-game, is you're basically playing a game of Magic is essentially a duel between these two Planeswalkers. And when you're playing in Commander, for example, your commander is the one creature that you can always have available to cast. And so that's sort of the leader of your deck, and you're playing the rest of these cards around it as well. But yeah, so comparing it to Gwent, it's not an in-world game. Comparing it to Yu-Gi-Oh, it's kind of like if Yu-Gi-Oh was like for real. At least the lore of the game. But yeah, so it's pretty interesting like that, I think, at least. Oh my god. Where am I going? Do I don't think I need Iridescent Horn Beetle. Because that requires me to be putting down a bunch of creatures in order to get a bunch of insects, so that's kind of not worth it. What's the theme of the deck? So, the theme of the deck, I'm sticking with +1/+1 counters, at least for now. And going wide with stuff that checks for modification as opposed to going tall. At least that's my kind of idea right now. I could go with a food and nourishment sub theme just as a joke, but I don't know if there's enough there to really support that in mono green. So you're a mage, kind of obviously because the name is about mages fighting each other. Cool as hell. Oh yeah. Oh, it's awesome. It's super fun. They had they were working on an MMO for a while, or for a little bit, called Magic Legends, and it was on Epic Game Store and everything. And that kind of got poorly received because they opened the beta or the alpha or something, and people didn't like how they were playing an unfinished game, yada yada. I kind of enjoyed it. You're positive you don't want to pick another background color to get more options? Yeah. So, Ride Dusty, the reason I'm choosing the creature and background I'm choosing, are because the idea of a sentient bear running a kitchen is hilarious to me. That is the reason. And I can't stop smiling when I think about Wilson as a master chef. It's awesome. For the memes? Absolutely for the memes. We are here to be completely clowny. And if I'm gonna be honest, I haven't had a huge desire to play Commander or like build Commander recently. And then I saw this combo and my heart grew 3 sizes that day. So we are building this bear chef bear. Series about this would be great, like the League of Legends animated series. Funny you mentioned that. I'm pretty sure they're developing an animated show for Netflix, and I think they're also developing a movie. Now, I'm not caught up on the news for either of those, but I know that those have been going about in the news spectrum. But yeah, it would be really cool if they do it right. Slurkle ingesting. I feel Slurk's probably not worth putting him in. Erastus staying in. Tuskguard, I like the trample. It's counters on itself with Evolution Sage, absolutely building up. Ivyling Denizen, you are staying in. Chamber Lamphunt, you are staying in. Hardened Scales, absolutely. Herd Baloth, absolutely. Totally watch this shit, sounds epic. Oh yeah. It's still absolutely in the production phase. I don't think it's in post-production yet. But yeah, there's like if you Google it, I'm sure you can find some news on it, but it's still in the makings. That's all the news we have, really. Killer service. Do we have many things that are actually making tokens, though? Because I freaking love this for the flavor of the deck. But enters, make food tokens with the number of opponents. So we can get up to a minimum of 3 probably rhinos out of this. Only hope the film won't follow the Warcraft movie steps. Yo, like, when the film and or the series were first announced, there was kind of a half-serious meme going around that I saw, at least, of people being like, okay, so it's gonna be, they're gonna have Jace be a high school kid who becomes a planeswalker, then he meets Chandra, who's gonna teach him how to be a planeswalker, and then he's gonna have to fight Nico Bolas, and it was a meme, but there's still the kind of inherent trepidation of being like, okay, is this gonna be like other game adaptations? But fingers crossed they're gonna go closer to Arcane than they do Dragon Ball. You know what I mean? Or as you said, Warcraft. I never saw that film. I was never super affiliated with World of Warcraft anyway, but I heard it was kind of a disappointment. Which is... I have thoughts on the Borderlands movie that's being made, but I'm going to reserve those because it's not the focus of the stream today. We're building a deck. Okay. Anyway. I need to... Or Resident Evil movies, yeah. Those were their own thing. Oh, the Monster Hunter movie. I watched that on a plane, and that was probably the best reception I could have gotten out of it. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of had fun with the Monster Hunter movie. It's one of those where, like, you put it on in the background, turn your brain off, it's fun. Okay. Yeva's Sting. I need to count the spells I have in this deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a Monster Hunter movie? Yeah. Mila Jojovic is in it. And, to give you an idea of the quality of the film, basically, this group of soldiers gets just transported to the Monster Hunter world. That's all you need to know exactly how it's gonna go. Don't look for quality. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. Not what I wanted. 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm at 59. That's actually 60. I think, yeah, I already counted you. Counted you. Counted you. 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 Your lands, so you don't get counted. Wow. We've got room for like 2 more cards. Just as freebies. Holy crap, this never happens to me. I always overbuild. Well. Let's find some flavorful cards. Modify. Or just some big green stuff. Let's find some really good green stuff. This is all boring basis for stuff. Soldiers like Marines, SEALs, National Guards, bunch of dudes with M16 shooting monster. Sounds not bad, not gonna lie. Well, you say that, but the soldiers or the monsters are essentially invulnerable to bullets, and then the soldiers all die in like the first act. Hello, hey, Chaos XVX. Welcome to the stream, my friend. We are building Chef Bear Chef. Happy to have you here. And I'm pretty far along. I think I just gotta fine-tune this thing. But I need more food-themed stuff, because I got room for 2 extra cards. Building a Hydra Tribal deck. Oh, hell yeah. I have a Sultai, maybe not necessarily Hydra Tribal, but it's XX spells Tribal with Zexara. Where is it? I find you. And it's one of my favorite decks. Where are you? Zexara the Exemplary. Yep. And she's just... One of the best pieces of advice that I was told for this deck, for this Zexara deck, is to focus on having 2 mana ramp so you can get it out on turn 3 regularly. The only creatures in the deck are Hydras and the commander's Progenitus. Oh, yeah. Oh, that sounds tasty. Love Progenitus. So hilarious. Just, actually, are there Hydras in every color? And there's obviously black, green, and blue. Yes, there are. Ooh. Oh, that's right. Phytohydra is a white Hydra. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that sounds really cool. Oh, man. Okay. Anyway, I gotta get back. I gotta get back to this deck. Oh, God. But yeah, so I will say, as a not warning, but clarification, I'm not spending a ton of money on cards because I don't got a ton of money on cards right now. So this deck is gonna be pretty budget, I will say. And mono green, within counters, pretty budget. Sounds OP chaos. Yeah, I agree with that, Poe. It sounds awesome. If you want to check my deck list, it's on Moxfield. It's called Hydra's Den. Ooh, maybe I'll look that up. I'll check that out another time. Thank you for that. Let's see. What do I possibly need? I mean, card draw is always in pretty nice slot in. Rich Car's expertise could be useful. God, if I had $80 for freaking doubling season. Let's see. Wait. Oh, we should do some treasure hate. Ooh. Okay. Artifact. Ability. Can't. Let's try see if activated abilities of artifacts can't. Oh. Oh, artifact. Maybe not artifact. Artifact. There we go. Add that. Send it in. That's better. Brown oof. Counter target activated ability from an artifact source. Oof vandals. Target activated ability from an artifact. Okay, you know what? Hold on. I had a better idea. A counter spell. Are there green counter spells? There might be. Okay, never mind. These are. It has spell and counter both in the in the text. Honestly, right. Oh, Everbrook Caretaker. Target instant or aura spell that targets a permanent you control. That's funny, but. Bingo. Not doing snow. I need. What am I? Diamond Knight. I forgot about you. Cast a spell, a chosen color, put a counter on it. Okay, yeah. If Diamond Knight didn't start as a 1/1, I would love to put it in more things. Ooh. Oh, we're not doing instant or sorcery, so that's not. Forgotten Ancient. That's not horrible. Gaia's Herald. Creature spells can't be countered. Well, my commander already can't be countered, so I'm not worried about that. Magic Nexus. Whenever a player casts instant or sorcery, move all counters from it. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Wait, my commander is not is not a human. Hold on, had another idea. Mutate, not mutate. Mutate. There we go. Okay. Are there any decent mutators? Gem Razor. Okay, let me... Gem Razor. Oh, whenever it mutates, destroy... Okay. Well, though it's... okay. It already has reach and trample. Okay, so that's... I mean, at least proves to me that mutate's not a terrible idea. But it's... all the mutate stuff is whenever it mutates. So we'll pop Rishkar's Expertise. As soon as this, Yep. Jeez. Can it... Please? There we go. Okay. Alright. I wonder if Wilson is even... Wilson's in here. Okay. Master Chef, yeah! Somebody else had the same idea? Okay, what are other people putting... Okay, they're Bear Tribal. People are doing Bear Tribal. I don't need to do Bear Tribal. We do already have Beast Whisperer. Ow. God. So many bears. There's so many bears. Ooh, Overlord Tracker. That's right, I forgot about you. It's all bears. It's just bears all the way down. Oh, well, damn, I forgot about you too. Anara, Wolven Familiar, I forgot about you. As long as it's your turn, commanders you control have indestructible. I mean, that's not horrible. A lot of the stuff that's here is kind of just green good things. Is it under partners, though? Oh, so many green. Okay. Go to the bottom, because these are brand new. Not in. Yeah, these are way too new, it looks like. Okay. Combos. Okay. What was the one artifact that I saw? The animation module. Okay. Let's go to combos. Wait. Hold on. EDH combo. There's... I know that there's... Commander Spellbook. Here we go. Here we go. Animation... Module. Module. Okay. Is there any in mono green? Here we go. Oh god, Ashnod's Altar, of course. Okay. Got a couple. Got a few. Seems like there's a lot of... Oh boy. Okay, a lot of artifact stuff. Whenever a creature you control dies, X counters target creature control. Oh, okay. But it does require Ashnod's Altar, which probably not going in the deck. Woodland Champion. When more tokens enter, put that many 1/1 counters on Woodland Champion. Oh, that's funny. Ashnod's Altar is just so freaking dumb. And then with Phyrexian Altar, Parkland Ironworks, yeah. A Eula. Oh, and Masquerade Nexus, got it. Turns all your creatures into bears. Or into changelings, technically. Okay. What else do I have in here that could possibly... Because I could just put in 38 lands. I'd be fine with that. Generally, I try and start with at least 37. Maybe I need more trample enablers. Maybe the Ulvenwald Oddity is probably the way to go. Can't be blocked by creature's power 2 or less. Deals combat damage to a player or dies. Proliferate. I can take you out. I'm not as enthused by it. Even Nature's Herald. I want creatures. Green creatures that do a thing. Maybe Farhaven Elf wouldn't be terrible, because it is creature-based ramp, but I mean, I do also have that in other creatures. You know what? Hold on. Wild Growth. That's a solid ramp card. Actually, yeah, if I can get enough 1-mana ramp spells in here, we can pretty regularly get Master Chef out on turn 2. Wild Growth, okay. Exploration, oh my god, I don't have $30. Not for slapping a cardboard bit down. Suicide creature's power, click to the right. I own one. That's 2 mana. Burgeoning. I think I might have a spare Burgeoning somewhere. Wild Growth is solid in dual commander. Oh god, I bet. Like, I don't know why it's... I feel like it's not played enough, but maybe it's just because I only discovered it, like, last year. But yeah, no, I agree. Wild Growth is solid. Rites of Flourishing isn't a horrible idea either. Zendikar's Royal? Yeah, because Master Chef is other creatures. Where did you go? There you are. Awakening Zone. Court of Bounty.
become the monarch. Picking up, you may put a land from your hand on the field. If you're the monarch, instead put a creature or land on the field. Actually, do you plan to play this in a 4-player pod? You know, I don't have any set up, but that is, when I build a commander deck, that is generally what I try and go for, is 2 players. Or, I'm sorry, 4 players. Green creature should get 1/1. Green entries, you can scry 1. Sylvan Anthem, that's pretty solid, actually. Any other planeswalkers, I guess, is my question? Because I got a couple already. Here come Least, right? Oh, hey, the mono, or the elf, Nissa. Shitter spitter. We're not making that many tokens. Unintentionally, at least. Instrument of the Bards. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may put a harmony counter on it. 3 green and tap. Search for a creature with mana value equal to the number of... Put it into your hand. Oh, no. I mean... Blizzard Brawl, if you have Snowlands, is a solid fight card. Yeah, I don't have any snow. Unfortunately. Plus it has a bear. That is true. That is very true. It does have a bear. Scepter of Celebration. Creature gets 2/0 and trample. My commander already has trample though. Whenever a quick creature deals combat damage to a player, create that many citizens. Oh, that's really funny. That's really, really funny. Bag of Tricks. Oh god, that's expensive. Roll a d8. Reveal cards on the top of your library until you reveal a creature with mana value equal to the result. Put the card onto the field, rest on the bottom. Sequence Engine. Exile from your graveyard. Okay. Horizon Spellbomb. Switch your library for basic land, reveal, put it in your hand. It's cute. Zone of Ferocity. Tricone of Infestation. What a god's name. Enters with 3 charge counters. You can put a charge counter, remove charge counter, get an insect with Infect. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, it's a 4 mana artifact. That's why. Okay. Oh, it just gives the thing trample. Tango Root. Whenever a player plays a creature spell, they add green. Oh my god, what? Excuse me? What? This is a card that exists and it's 3 mana? Hold on. Tangle Root. That's a lot. Hold. What? Okay. So. Okay, so you would sack it to Phyrexian Altar to get a green, then you would cast it and you would get another green, and then okay. 3 less to cast. At least 4 other spells cast this turn. Okay. That makes sense. Are there... Yeah, the rest are all in other colors. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. That... I had no idea Tangle Root existed! That's hilarious! Ramos. Second out of green, tap it out of green. Okay. Green mana... God, these are old. Hey, you got 1,100 bucks? You want a guy's cradle? He's got 1,100 sitting around. Oh, treated the artifact land. There, the Hydra is only $2. Wow. Okay. Oh, Jungle Basin. There we go. Yep. I love you. And you, these bounce lands need to go into every deck that can play them. Where is lands? You. Oh. Let me put you right in the front. Why not? Okay. Okina. Yeah, Sap Seep. That's not necessary. Target 1/1 creature gets 1 and 2. Okay. Comes a 3/3 ape. That's kind of funny. Cool. Creatures. Creatures. Give me creatures. Maybe I'll just look through my collection for the last big one. Rampaging Bayless is fine, but I want combos at this point. Like, kind of like what I have in mind is animation module. This thing. So with with Wilson and Master Chef on the board, a creature comes in, you put a counter on it. Animation module's like, hey, you put a counter on a creature, or on a permanent. Would you like to pay 1? You pay 1. Okay, I make a servo. Master Chef's like, oh, a creature entered. It gets a counter. Animation module's like, oh, creature got a counter. So long as you got mana, you can do that. I want combos like this. I want combos like this in the deck. Got game enders with Overrun, Tangleworm. Oran Reef is helping for more counter stuff. Arasta's good for like making reach creatures when people cast things, so that's awesome. Tuskar Captain helps with trample. Evolution Sage helps give more counters to things. Ivalian Denizen. Maybe I need more reclamation effects. More return from the yard, because I'm as green. I'm going to be targeted. Maybe I need tougher things. Killer Service is gotta stay in. My optimizer brain is being like, take it out. It's not good enough. But my heart, my soul is like, the chef needs this card. The chef needs Killer Service in the deck. Walking Skyscraper is hilarious. I don't think I have anything that gives it vigilance. We're taking it out. So I got room for 2 cards now, I think. One with the Kami. Modify creature control dies. Yeah, I think we keep one with the Kami. That's just hilarious. Because you slap this in a board wipe, like right before a board wipe, and you get 100 freaking spirits. Oh. Become Recluse. That's probably going to stay. Give Nature's Herald. You're going to have to kill me to take Yeva out of this deck. Ramp. 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 Yeah. All solid ramp. Yep. Okay. And where'd my card draw go? Yep. Some of it's burst card draw. Some of it is an incidental, like, at a time. Some of it's weird. Do I need more regular card draw? Let me count through again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. Okay. Reduce these. $43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53. Okay. 54, 55, 56, 57, 58. 59 will go in the ramp slot. Where'd you go, ramp? Where'd you go, ramp? There you are. Hold on. 59. And Sylvan Anthem can go into... I'll put that in card advantage, because why not? Scries 61. I think I'm at 61 now. Okay. So let's go back to I'm back. How are you, by the way? I am doing good. Welcome back, Nero. Hey, is this your original account too? Because it's got the capitalizations back. I read it correctly. Yeah. How am I, by the way? I am trying to fill out the rest of this deck because I've got like one slot, 37 lands, 2 commander cards. That leaves me with 39. So I've got 61. Yeah, I got 61. So I got like one card left to fill out. But yeah, so I'm just kind of trying to find a decent card that would slot into a mono green commander deck at new one, deleted the other one. Oh, yep, there you go. Okay. Totally fine. But yeah, so I need one more card to slot in to this mono green commander deck focused around +1/+1 counters on many creatures. On value creatures. Ooh. Mono green. Let's look back. Okay. Selvala. Do I need to look at Selvala? Probably not. Isan. Funny, but I need to look at the curve of this deck at some point too. Maybe I do. Well, Kodama's, that's going to be a very landfall deck, though. Yeah, Roaring Earth, Silk Guard. You give up to X target creatures you control. Gain Hexproof until end of turn. Oh, Fight Rigging. I forgot about Fight Rigging. Ooh. Okay. So we're going to pull up cards that are fighting for the final slot. Forgotten Ancient's gonna be fighting for it. Oh, Mana Gorger Hydra. But I want things that are checking for counters. Checking for counters on things. Or just have insane power. Well, actually, now that I think about it, Rampaging Baloths, that might be good too. It's just a solid green card. I do have, personally, I have extra Tireless Trackers. It gives me, this could easily turn into a Kodama of the West deck, now that I think about it, but I don't want it to. I don't want it to be. Green Hydra. Easy dealt damage with that many counters on. Swarm Shambler. Okay. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. Swarm Shambler. Whenever, what does it say? Whenever a creature you control with a counter on it becomes the target of a spell an opponent controls, make an insect. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, Steelbane Hydra. Oh, I forgot about you as well. Ochre Jelly? Oh my god. When it dies, if it had 2 or more counters on it, create a token that's a copy of it at the beginning of the next end step. The token enters with half that many counters on it, rounded down. But then with Master Chef, it would enter with an additional one. Ooh. That would be a solid way to use all of our mana, too. Put that in the option. We might be able to take stuff out. We might be able to take stuff out. Genesis Hydra's not terrible. Forgot about it as well. Undergrowth Champion. If damage will be dealt to Undergrowth Champion while it has +1/+1 counter on it, prevent that damage and remove a counter from it. Landfall for a counter. That's cute. Harvest Celebrant. 2 green and X. Legendary creature Tree Folk. I remember really liking this card when I first saw it. Kerberos enters with a number of counters on it equal to the amount of mana spent to cast it. Amount of mana spent to cast it. Yes! I knew it! I love the wordings that, like, help make commander attacks not be just a penalty. Because, like, you can cast Kerberos for 2 green and it'll come in with 2 counters, or you can cast it for 2 green and X, where X is 5 and it'll come in with 7, or say you've cast it twice already and it's back in your command zone, so you're going to cast it for a 3rd time, so it costs 4 extra, and you can just have it cast for the 2 and the 4, and it comes out with 6 because you paid 6 mana to cast it. I love that wording. Remove a counter from it, final damage will be dealt to another target creature. Oh my god, Kerberos. Oh, Kerberos. Oh, please get in my deck, friend. Counter on it. Oh, it's okay. Other tapped, other Sereth. Why didn't I put you in? Maybe. We gotta really think about this. Because now I'm starting to put in extra cards that I don't have room for. Exile target artifact or enchantment. Put X on 1 counter on the target creature you control, where X is the mana value of the permanent exiled this way. Okay, I see what's going on. I need to check this Midnight Hunt Commander set. That's what I need to do. Kerberos, look at that beautiful bastard. Heron Blade Elite. Green and 2, 1/1 Vigilance. Another human enters. Okay, it's human tribal. There's gonna be a lot of human tribal here, isn't there? Ruinous Intrusion, right? Just saw that. Visions of Dominance. Flashback costs X, or X is the greatest mana of command you own. So this would be green and 7? Or green and 5? For 7? Flashback, oh, it just does the same thing. Okay. Celebrate the Harvest. Different mana values. Okay. Combat, choose any number of creatures with different powers. You can get XX until end of turn where X is its power. It's funny. Let's roll Beastmaster. Enters the field, create a 2/2 wolf, 3/3 beast, and a 4/4 beast. Creatures you control have Death Touch. Oh my god. Oh, that's begging to be flickered. I do like that it, on its own, just activates Coven. Curse of Clinging Webs. Whenever a non-token creature enchanted player controls dies, exile it, and you create a 1/2 green spider token with reach. Okay, that's really funny. That's really funny. Alright, so there's some nifty cards there. How about Crimson Vow Commander? No green. There's no green. Okay, good to know. And maybe just Streets of New Capenna? Just the main set, see if there's any that I don't remember. I mean, there's Gala Greeters, but Topiary Stomper. Only $1.50? Wow. I just had a thought. Could I turn this into an ETB deck? Like, just grab a Conjurer's Closet from somewhere? I guess it's possible. Suspicious Bookcase. Okay, yeah. Alright, I think Kerberos is successfully taking that last slot. Damage that would be dealt this turn to another target creature with a counter on it. Okay. So it just saves my creatures, that's all that's happening. Which is fine, that's all it needs to do. Can I get you back up? Okay. So we'll have that as more security. And now we need to look at the rest of these cards here and see if they can replace something. So on removal, can you replace anything? You can replace Threshing Brontodon, I think. Yeah. Ochre Jelly. Swarm Shambler. This needs to go in somewhere. This needs to go in somewhere. This friggin' fungus beast. Where are we going? What can come out? I really like Blessed Respite though. Maybe go ahead and drop any card draw at all. I might be okay dropping Harmonize. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That is a fair amount. Let me check my ramp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, we're going to drop the Findhorn Elves for the Swarm Shambler. Jelly, Rampaging Baloths. Forgotten Ancient. I'm not super high on Forgotten Ancient. Fight Rigging, Topiary Stomper. A Topiary Stomper can replace another ramp spell. But what do we drop? Do you like the Llanowar Elves? Tyler's Provisioner gives us tokens. And it kind of goes with the food sub theme a little bit too, just a little bit. Monument stays. I really like Heraldic Banner though, because we're gonna have so many green creatures. Sol Ring's gotta stay. Jang Yangu. He's definitely staying. Kodama's staying. Rishkar's staying. Wild Growth's staying. What are the more pricey ones? Fertilid? But how often am I gonna activate that? I think I like Topiary Stomper over Fertile. No. No, Topiary Stomper's not that important because we don't even have that many, like, flicker effects to really use it much. Fight Rigging is really slow, actually. We just get a thing for free. Most of our stuff we can already cast now. Rampaging Baloths or Ochre Jelly. Ochre Jelly I'm kind of not that high on anymore. But Rampaging Baloths, that's the one that I'm really... I need to find a place for. That's what needs to go in. Sweet Gum Recluse. Ooh, well... I could drop Sweet Gum Recluse. Yeah. We'll drop the Sweet Gum. Rampaging Baloths then. Okay. So now that we've done that, I want to see the curve. I want to see what the curve is like. So let's do... I need to go to... Not that one. So if you create an Instagram account... Still no. Yeah, that's That is not on my to-do list as of yet. Let's see here. What is... Do I have Mox Field? I don't think I do. Deck... Architect, maybe? Is that the one I have? I think so, yeah. I think that's it. Login. Yep. That's the one. Okay. Decks here. How do I create a deck? Oh, new deck. Perfect. Okay. Format. Commander EDH. Let's see. Chef Wilson. Bear Chef. Yep. That's it. That's all it needs to be. And we're gonna set this here. Add cards from search. Let's just go along the line. Sylvan Anthem. Add that in. Oh, wait, I don't even have... Where is Master Chef? There we go. We have Wilson, Refined Grizzly. There we go. Okay. Now Sylvan Anthem. Rishkar's Expertise. There we go. Tawashi Guidebot. Tawashi Guidebot. Put that there. Okay, we got a little bit of time. Armor, Craft, Judge. That in. Oh yeah, this is by far the exciting part. Inspiring Call. So I'm pretty comfortable with this at this point. I think this is an excellent starter or a starting situation for this deck. We're making creatures, we're making them a little bigger. We're using counters to be of extra value for us. I like Vigilance. I probably could make this into a deck that really wants to smack face with Wilson. But I'm not going to start there. I'm just starting with this idea. Got a lot of solid cards in the base. Return of the Wild Speaker. There we go. Harmonize. There we go. That in. If you 20 Champion of the Wilds. Okay. And then Ranger class. Maybe I should put Augur of Autumn in here. It's a really solid card. Okay. Now we'll go through Wild Growth. Put you up. Rishkar himself. Pink Renegade. There's that. Kodama of the West Tree. God. Modify is so cool. I love that that's a mechanic now. Jiang Yangu. Wildcrafter. Boop. Soul Ring, because this is a commander deck, so we include the commander card. Most diamond. Watch me get through this entire process and turns out I'm missing a card. Or like have too many. Roll Dick Banner. I've been desperately wanting to get a card like this into, or to fit in a deck well. Gyre Sage. There we are. But I haven't found many decks that really could use it. Alright. That's an inaccurate statement. Oh, did I keep Fertilid? I did. I did, because I dropped Topiary Stomper instead. That's right. Which would be great in a deck that has green and flicker effects, but... And it's probably just better as a standard card than a commander card, I think. Rochi Merge. Keeper. There we go. It's going to come in with a counter, so it's going to automatically be modified. Love it. Tireless Provisioner. Go. And then the old Yanuar Elves. God, I wish Spanish existed in Dominaria. Okay, let's get... Where are you? Put you on the side, yep. Rampaging... Veloths. Just a classic green card. Swarm... That's the wrong way to spell Swarm. Shambler... There you are. Yeva, who is hopefully going to be possibly the heart of this deck. Which almost makes me wish I could afford creature tutors, but it's just so boring when you get just the same plays over and over. Killer Service. Yeah, they put him in, finally. Or not, I say finally. Oh yeah! Oh no! This is the new Capenna commander set, right? As opposed to the Baldur's Gate one that just came out. Per Baloth. Oh wait! I swear I'm gonna be missing a couple of cards. Hardened Scales. God, the art for that is beautiful too. Oof. Need to go back to Tarkir at some point. We did just go through Ikoria like last year. Was it last year or the year before? I think it was the year before, actually. Maybe it was, because it was like, it was seriously overshadowed by Eldraine. That's the name of it. Evolution Sage. Boop, boop. But yeah, Khans of Tarkir came about right around the time I started really getting into Magic, and so I've got a lot of love for that block. Tell you what. Rasta, there you are. Actually, now that I think about it, as far as Killer Service is concerned, there is a lot of cards in here that make counters just, or that make tokens just incidentally. Wing, see if we can get it. Tangle Worm. There we go. Some Overrun in here. Another classic green finisher. Module. This probably isn't going to be like the most powerful deck in the world, but who said I was trying to be that? I just want to have fun with my freaking bear chef. Here we go. Grab the removal now. Can With transformation, you just turn a thing into an elk, and you draw a card for it entering. It's that simple. You gotta love it. Bane of Progress. There we go. So great. So powerful. I mean, it's 650, but I think it's worth it. Just destroys all artifacts and enchantments. You put counters on it for that many. It's solid. Then Izuri's Predation is probably one of my favorite friggin' where is it? There you go. Favorite board wipes. You make a ton of creatures for your opponent's creatures, and you just fight them all. Terrastodon. It's hard to just straight up creature removal in mono green is basically just fight effects. And so it's really hard because there's so many different fight effects that they put into sets that are basically just 2 mana pit fight with set mechanic. And so you kind of just gotta pick and choose which one's gonna be the best for whatever particular deck. If you're running mono green. If you're not running mono green, you have every option in the world for creature removal. It's also a little difficult with green and red because red's creature removal is almost entirely just damage based, and you can hardly ever predict what someone's creature's butt's gonna look like. Sometimes they just got a really big toughness. Boxing ring. This is a new one that I just discovered recently that I'm really looking forward to using. An Ambush Viper, because that is hilarious. Nobody's gonna expect that. A true ambush. Let's put... Okay. Wrap in Vigor. This is gonna be interesting. I never knew this card existed. Blessed Respite. And I'll probably go down on a couple of these cards. I'll probably drop some of these more safeguardy cards as I play through this deck a bit, but I think this is pretty solid. Just as a base. It does what a lot of green decks want to do. Have a bunch of creatures. Have them very valuable. Draw based off of the creatures. Draw based off of having counters and stuff. Save things with counters. Biff. There you go. Look at him. Oh, God. He looks amazing. +1 on that. Awesome. Last up is the lands, and then the rest will fill in with forests. I think every, monocolored deck should have their attributed bounce land, Karoo lands. Just like every dual land, or every 2-colored deck should have their bounce land. They're just great. I especially like them in decks that have a lot of landfall triggers. Fastwood, put that up. Rogue's Passage, obligatory. Pretty much any deck that can run this should run this as well, just in case they get a huge creature they need to smack for the kill with. Password Bridge, boop. Tranquil Thicket. These are other lands that are just perfect. In monocolor, you can probably run all 3 of them. What are we doing here? Nice. In monocolor, you can probably run all 3 of the cycle lands that are available, but in 2-color, you probably just need the 2 that the cycle cost is. Oh, God, that felt good. Just attributed colors cost. Born. I love that this land has graft. Born. There we go. There. Nice. Templo. Temple of the... You just put Temple. It's just going to put all of the freaking dual lands from Theros. I wonder how Ghost Quarter is doing these days. This Field of Ruin gives each opponent a land when you destroy one. Or each player a land. So there's going to be 2 opponents who just get their land and get an additional land. So I decided to spice up my Hydra deck, so I'm doing Hydra versus Dragon theme. Ooh. Okay, interesting. I like that. What dragons were good enough to change it or to affect your mind on that? Because I know there's some pretty solid mythic dragons in Baldur's Gate. Memorial to Unity. Yeah, like the monocolored mythic dragon cycle is just like, when you hit with it, you roll a d20 and get an insane amount of something. Black Woodland. So put Massacre Nexus in the deck so everything is a dragon and a Hydra. Yes! I love it! And you have blue in that deck, so you can tutor for artifacts. You can search that up pretty regularly. You have blue and black, so I mean... Palace. Do you have much dragon-specific effects that you are putting in there? Just out of curiosity. Deck it. Call the ambush. Oh, come on. Ambush, calling territory. Perfect. Boop. Is that the last of them? That's the last of them. Okay. So let's hide that. Where are we at? Where are we at for lands? 16. So we want to put in 21 forests. Forest. Then let's see. Where did forest go? There you are. Okay. Well, as soon as the page loads. Whew. Here we go. Here we go. Load this up to 21, I said? 7. Okay. So, let's... Where... I know that this setup... Set commander. Awesome. And where is... Wilson's at the bottom here. There he is. Oh, my sweet, sweet boy. Set commander. There we go. Okay. Stats. Where are we at? Oh, look at that. 3-drop slot. Beautiful. Bunch of lands, ton of creatures. Exactly what I'm looking for. We have a handful of elves. A single bear. Okay. Okay. Ability. Do we have 100 cards in here? That's my question. How do I find that out? Math, I guess. 2, 9 plus 30, 34 plus 9 is 43, 50, 57, 87, 94,
We have 100 cards. All right, let's play test this baby. Okay. Wow, that's tiny. So we'll do forest. Actually, no, we would bring in this thing. Tap. Oh, double click the tap. Okay. And then I am not familiar. I guess, is there a next turn button? Space? Untap that. Bring that out. Do we have a 2-mana thing? We do not. Draw. Oh, well, we still have no 2-mana things. There we go. Okay. Tap those. Bring out Visioner. That goes out. And you... Let's say it's 5 or more lands. Okay. Oh, I forgot our commander. Oh no! That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Well, let me get out of here. If I could find a way. Let's go back. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with this Chef Wilson Bear Chef deck. Check my decks. Did I also put my devils in here? I think I put my devil deck in here too. Oh, sweet bean. Okay. Yep. Okay. Did it not save? Oh. Oh no. Oh, I didn't save it. Oh god. Oh. Well. Well, it's just about time to end the stream then. Okay. I can go back in the footage of this stream and pick up those cards again later.